Hello, how's everybody doing? I'm at a beautiful walk, but look at this place. They kept up with the I like when they keep the Christmas decorations up. Like, look at this. This is so neat. You know? Look at this. Look at her. But anyway, look at these decorations. It's so nice. Look at it. But anyway, you know, I got this video thing. It's because I just did a video in Barnes and Noble, however, I always pronounce it the wrong way. But I used to say Burns and Noble, I don't know why. But one thing I wanted to talk about, oh, thank you, was, which I just came up with it, about how my I can say my sisters and everything too, how in growing up as a Jehovah Witness, I didn't have any reasoning. And I stated to you, like, some things that happened, I had no reasoning ability whatsoever. And the reason for that is I put in, growing up as a Jehovah Witness, I put it in 3 different categories. I mean, I put it in, the first one, the new system. The second point is the meetings. And then the third point is the brothers, you know, I got that in as far as the category is concerned. And let me put my glove on. I'm getting ready to go get some, oh, I don't know if I can say that. I'm getting ready to go get some, probably a coffee or something. But, so that's how I want to do this tape, you know, this video. And oh, I hope this is all right. It's all right. So the first one is actually I'm gonna go this way. The new system. When I was growing up as a Jehovah Witness, it was just the new system, and that's it. And that's all you're told is about the new system since you're growing up, okay? But it seems so simple and it seems so innocent, but yet it's not really innocent, because what does it mean in me being in the world now? I mean, what does it mean, the new system, okay? Okay, the new system utilizes the future. So that means that every time I thought about the future, the future was the new system of things. So there was no future. It was just the new world, the new system of things. That's it. All in growing up, it's just that. So you got to look at it this way. That's all I got was the new system. That's it. And, you know, some people are a little bit subconsciously, they think of the future. But the most important thing as far as growing up as a Jehovah Witness is the new system. And that's what I label, I say the new system. But on the other hand, what is the new system? The new system is the future. Okay? So any plans, whenever I didn't have the ability to say, well, what's going to happen after this? And what's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? There was none of that. It was the fact that it was just a new system. So that is the only thing that you have in this glorious world in your mind, is just a new system. That's how it was. The second thing is the meetings, okay? The meetings, what category will it take? Okay, but let me finish this one first now. Now, in you know where I'm at now, not the Jehovah Witness world, but in the world, I can plan for things. I can say, this, I want this to happen. Oh, somebody told me this is going to happen. Maybe I believe this. Oh, this is going to happen. Somebody told me this is going to happen. Maybe it might be a little bit of this, maybe a little bit of that. But as a Jehovah Witness, the only thing I had in my mind was the new system. So you can think about how that one concept, it seems like it's so small, but it's not. It's taken up a lot of space. And I told you about, what is the new system? The new system took place of the future. So now the next thing that I wanted to talk about was the meetings, okay? The meetings had to do with, because I got the brothers, but the meetings had to do with, because there's three different things. The meetings, you had to go to the meetings, okay? The meetings was everything. It was the way the world is. It's the structure. It's the government. It's the most important thing, because that's where you learn everything, okay? That's where you develop your skills, okay? As far as a Jehovah's Witness, the meetings. But what skills do you have? Now, what took the place of that? What took the place of the meetings is is actually going to school and learning about this and learning about that. And when I went to get my bachelor's degree, I mean, that was the place for the meetings. I actually did something. I actually learned something, you know. And so that would be the place for the meetings. Or the government is like, there's no government. And in Jehovah's Witness, I grew up, there's no government. I mean, there's a government, but you don't even talk about it. You don't even think about it. The only thing you have to worry about is the meetings. So what I'm trying to show you is that that one concept of the meetings is all you had to do, but it takes the place of knowing what's wrong in the government, doing something with the government, actually going to school, learning new things. Okay, the other way, I thought that the brothers knew everything. I thought all the answers were there. But now I can see that little concept of just the meetings, and that's all you had to do is go this meeting, go that meeting, go that meeting, took up so much space. Okay? And when you don't have those meetings and you don't have that structure, now I can understand about the government, how it works, understand about school and going to school and actually passing. But before, I didn't have any reasoning, because the only thing I had was, like I said, the new system, point blank. You can't even ask any questions about it. You can't say, is it really true? I mean, it doesn't, how in the world are we going to do this? How are we going to do it? You can't say that. For some reason, you cannot say that. And that's one thing I want to say is, how is it that we just knew not to ask questions? What power was it that we knew not to ask questions? Maybe because we didn't have any reasoning. The only thing we had was that one thing, and don't ask any questions. Like we said, the brothers. So then we had the brothers. The next one is the brothers, because I did the meetings. Now, what did the brothers take over? I'm gonna eat here at Chipotle. So what did the brothers take over? Well, the brothers took over. Okay, I did the meetings. Now the brothers. The brothers is like the people you meet. The only thing you could do was just talk to the brothers, the association. You can only talk to certain people. They had to be a Jehovah Witness. I mean, you could talk to them, but you couldn't really have any relationship with anybody. And that's it. That's point blank. There's nothing else. But now, and I'm going to tell you what it took the place of. It took the place of finding interesting people, getting to know about your work, some people that you connect with at work. Some people you could just meet on the street and you become, well, in the 80s, I don't know about it now, but you could meet people and you form a friendship and it lasts forever, okay? Really connecting with someone, not having in your mind, this person's gonna die, or this person has to, if I don't talk to this person, they don't become a Jehovah Witness, they're gonna die. But that's gone. But what took the place of being friendly to people, connecting with other people, learning about people, doing food drives for people, let me see, helping the homeless, helping people who are sick, helping different countries, helping so many different causes. And that, but the only thing that we could do was have our brothers, just the brothers, only the brothers, and that's it. So I'm saying there was 3 things that, because of those 3 things, we lost our ability to reason, because those 3 things were so important as a Jehovah Witness, and we couldn't do anything else, and that was the only thing in those 3 rooms. But now look at, now you can see, but when you come out, you have this like big world. Now, like I just explained to you, all the things that we could do with people and connecting with anybody you want to connect with, okay? And you see how big that is, but there was no reasoning. And because there was no reasoning, we just stayed in those 3 different things, and that's it. And we didn't allow anything to come in and allow anything to come out. But we couldn't, because that's all that was given to us, so there was no reasoning. But here in the world, and I'm not talking about the world, is that when you meet somebody, you know, you have to ask questions. You have to get to know them. You have to see where they're from. If you want to do a charity, you have to find out about the charity. But all that uses reasoning. But as a Jehovah Witness, we don't have that power to reason, okay? If you go up to a Jehovah Witness and say, I want you to give to this charity, it's not existent. So that means there's no reasoning. So there was no reasoning in accepting accepting that the new system in the Armageddon. There's no reasoning, because that's it, point blank. There's no questions or anything asked. The meetings, that's it. You just go to the meetings, you go out in service. There's no questions. So there's no reasoning to develop. And number 3, the brothers, and that's it. You just talk to them, you just marry them, you just associate with them, and that's it. So there's no reasoning. Your mind can't go anywhere else, because you know, and the weird thing is, you know somehow that you can't ask questions, and that you have to stay in that world. And the last point I want to talk about is omission. The sin of omission, which some people know, but it's about something that is not talked about that will help people out. And the 4th thing I want to talk about is the sin of omission. The sin of omission is when you don't do something to help somebody out, okay? When you know it's right and you don't do something, and that's what we call, I want to say, the past. If you notice, Jehovah Witnesses don't have a past. So that's another thing that we don't use our mind. We couldn't use our reasoning for, because there's no past, okay? Like, for instance, the way we grew up, if our family wasn't a Jehovah Witness, we never talked about them. My mother never explained about them, because they're in the past. There's nothing else about the Jehovah Witnesses. There's no past. So there's no reasoning. It dies. The function that we have to ask questions about how we used to be, it does not exist. So we can't use reasoning about it. So there's no past. And because they don't talk about the past at all, it would be a sin of omission. Something that would help a lot of people, but it doesn't exist. So the past doesn't exist as a Jehovah Witness. So there's no reasoning about, well, they did this. There's no reasoning. There's no like how we, like for instance, Martin Luther King in our house, it was on TV, he died, but it was not explained about, oh, this happened and this happened and this happened and this happened, because there's no past. Think about how there's no past. And I want to get into that sin of omission later on. But that's it for now. I wanted to talk about this because I always wanted to understand why I couldn't do certain things as a Jehovah Witness. Why I couldn't figure out for myself. And that's because I had no ability to reason. So now here I'm at Chipotle. I'm going to get something to eat, hopefully. And I'll talk to you later. It was very nice. Talk to y'all later. See you soon.